Peterborough map at home, because then I would learn where all these
Take a slight left turn.
like once you have studied the map, you know how it's laid out. Right?
In 15 kilometers.
Turn left onto.
And it thinks that I can deal with it when I'm driving. I'm gonna deal with it. I'm gonna deal with it when I'm driving. That might go. It's nice, Terry. I don't think I could make a video. Next one, I have a photo, and that I know that it's not my turn. Everybody else is gone. Because it's a good thing nobody is watching this, because it would be very frustrating to watch it live. It'd be better to watch it after it's uploaded and YouTube has deleted all. To get to the campground, you have these lakes in the way. Lots of lakes. So you have to go far east and go around the lake, or far west and go around the lake, or come all the way in from the north and come down in between. And there's a whole lot of lakes. There's Pigeon Lake and Sandy Lake and Big Bull Lake and Little Bull Lake. I think those are the names. I may have it right. And there's Curve Lake, and there's an island in Curve Lake, or it's a Curve Lake reserve. And I don't know how they call themselves, if it's a native reserve or an indigenous reserve, but anyway. And that's where that you can get gas a lot cheaper, because you don't have to pay the tax. You see, now what is that about me trying not to pay the tax? Is that legal? Like, trying not to pay the tax. It's like, I don't want the infrastructure done. I don't want my health care. I don't want police, fire, ambulance. What else is done by my taxes? Those are the things that affect me. Mostly road maintenance and snow plowing. Hey, I'm getting close. Inver. Buckhorn is in 10 kilometers. Bobcaygeon is in 34. So you remember when we came from Bobcaygeon down to Buckhorn the other day? Well, if you had continued south to Peterborough, you would be on this road, which is Buckhorn Road. It's nice when the road is named after the town, don't you think? I mean, Buckhorn Road is a lot more relatable than like County Road 38 or 28 or 62. I mean, you're gonna forget those numbers, but Curve Lake, there's a possibility that you'll picture a curved lake with a gas station on it and some form of a picture that will help you remember native. But if it's an outrageous picture, then you'll remember it better than if it's like a real picture, like a real Native American or Native Canadian look just like everybody else most of the time. There's a few times that they all have black hair or they have a tint on their skin, but mostly there's so many different tints on skin anyway, and tans, that you really can't, and a lot of people don't have any. So you really don't know who's a native and who's not. And so if you just picture a native, you can't, you know, but if you were to picture like Bob, what was his name? No, Bill Hickok's Wild West show, remember that? So if you picture in your mind Curve Lake, an island that's got curved edges, and I don't know if it's shaped like that, it might be more like that, like a cocoa bean. It's the Ojibwa Center is where the gas is. Anyway, so if you were to picture like Wild West show, you know, like the big the arena with the stage and the stuff around it and horses going around and people shooting off their little pistols, and now if you picture that on an island by a curved lake, you might remember that that's where the cheap gas is, because those are the natives, the indigenous, or the Ojibwa people. That's their spot. Canada has been systematically taking away their lands and wrecking their treaties for years. And now they're finally, I hope you're not going to turn in front of me. Good job. Birch Bend Cottage Resort. Birch Bend. That's a pretty sound, isn't it? Birch Bend. It's pretty, imagine a pretty view. Birch trees. Bent birch trees, or a bent birch box. Bent birch box. I don't know how easy it would be to bend birch, like you can bend cedar. Alright, so now we've got water on both sides. I don't know what these water bodies are. Could be Curve Lake. Upper Chemong Lake. Yep, Shady Bay RV Park. Well, I accomplished a lot of things today. I learned where there is so not yet, up at the stop sign. So I learned what is on Lansdowne. Lansdowne has lots of...
At the next stop sign, turn left.
Did you hear that, or did she mute me out? Waitung Ojibwa Center gift shop. I want to see what kind of baskets they have there. I like to learn their stuff, just because I want to know how to put baskets together.
At the stop sign, turn left onto Curve Lake Road. Turn left on Curve Lake Road.
See, I have to have two maps to tell me. So at this place, so gas out there right now today is an enormous $2.09 a liter. 246. So what's that? $6 plus a liter. That's a lot. But if you come down to a reserve somewhere, like Terry's Gas and Variety, which is where
in 4.5 kilometers, turn right into the park.
Somebody hung a tractor tire in a tree, or on the gate, and they painted it green and hung a bow on it. Isn't that cute? Now, all in the reserve here, I wonder if I could turn you around and show it to you. Who knows if you'll see it or not? Let me pull over and do something for you. Okay. So we're going to put you up here. It doesn't want to stay looking at the road. Okay, so they have hung a red ribbon on each of these telephones, and I'm not sure the significance. If it was a no drinking and driving symbol, or if it's to do with the slaughter of so many of their children. Do you realize it was in the 1990s that the Catholics stopped being able to take the children out of their homes and send them to residential school and then kill them if they weren't behaving? So they've been finding hundreds and hundreds of bodies of their children that had been sent away to these schools. And nobody ever believed people how bad it was at the residential schools. But now that we have all these graves, and it went on for 100 years or something, you know, and they would treat them like they were horrible people, that they had a horrible language, and that they had horrible traditions, and that they were savages, and they weren't allowed to speak culture. Could no longer work. They had realized that they would get abused, sexually abused by the priests. So you didn't want to go in. So they have all these signs. Have these other little signs that are
Turn right on Westview Road.
It's got a stone for Hello, we're back to the yeah. So got together with
some got shipped off, and then also on Curve Lake they have they had a day school, so they might like the day school is still a residential school. It's just they got to go home at night.
Oh, I see. And so, are these folks scarred from their experiences at the local school?
Card problem. Please try again.
Oh.
Just try the tap there again. Yeah. Oh, you might have to put it in the bottom there.